Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Youth Squad Stars here with Cambridge United, yes, on FIFA 19. Right, I did a poll regarding player of the episode. I'm going to change that, not the poll, but the regularity of it. If I can't get my words out, like, I'm going to do it maybe player of the week, because I'm going to be caught in a situation where I'm going to have to wait for you guys to watch the video, then obviously like look at what the result is, and then rush out a video, whereas you know, I've got to give myself time to like be able to record the next episode, get it out and stuff like that. So I might do kind of like a player of the week, you know, and we'll see throughout the week, you know, of like the matches that we play, and sort of like look at it from that point of view. Also, if I do player of the episode, some of the players could rise really quickly, and I don't really want that as well. So I'm just thinking it's a slight change. The player of the episode thing isn't like done, it's set in stone or anything. It was just something that I could trial and see if you guys were happy with it. Some of you voted, brilliant, thank you. I don't know how many that you have voted, but Trevor again, starting with Trevor again, it's not rigged, I'm telling you, but he actually won by 57% of the vote. When I looked at it last, that's basically what he was looking at. He was looking at 57% of the vote, so he won it, and so he will get a +5. I did say a +5 to one of his attributes. Now I've counted the attributes, stats, and there's 29, which is kind of an odd number, but there is 29. So we're going to go for 30, and 30 is going to be, if it lands with 30, then that becomes a trait. So you'll get a trait added rather than a +5. That's how I've decided to do this. So yes, we will be bringing up the obviously the look of the dice to be able to determine what he's going to get. So with it being like, you know, 30, that's like obviously 3 lots of 10. So what I'll do is I'll roll a die 6. 1 to 2 is the first set of 10. And so on, like, you know what I mean. That's basically so that we get an idea of what he's going to get. So let me just bring up my new looking, yes, I've done a new looking surround for this, and I hope you like it. This is what I think it looks a little bit more professional, maybe, I don't know, but you know, we've got Dion Dublin there, like I just thought, and the Cambridge logo, which is like similar obviously to the thumbnail, but I just thought that looks a little bit nicer than the blue. I mean, the blue thing was just rushed out. It wasn't rushed out, it was just like, I didn't really know what to go with, I wasn't sure, but I think this looks better, and using the Cambridge like logo is the hole in the middle where the football normally is. I just thought that was quite it sort of like fitted quite well regarding that. So I need to get on, because obviously pressed for time and stuff like that. I don't want to, like, you know, make these episodes as long as possible. I'm sorry if the mic keeps, because I'm moving forward, so I'm sorry if the mic messes up. So straight off, we have a number 6, you can see that there. Hope this is looking a little bit clearer. I've played around with the settings and stuff like that. So then we needed a die 10 in order to gauge what this is going to be. So this is going to be 21 to 30. Yeah, that's what this is going to be. I have to think then. And it's number 7. So right, it's going to be then 29. Well, 30 would have been obviously the trait. 29's volleys. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I thought I had gone one. 28 standing tackle, and 27 is slide tackle. Well, his slide tackle, as you can see, is 12, so getting a +5 added to that is pretty good. But there you go, he has got a +5 added to that. We remember that Green won the scenario with regards to he will not play in this game, and by not playing in this game he was going to get a +1 to his physicals. As you can see, he's got minuses in there already. This is just to keep the players at a certain level so that they don't get snapped up by the big teams. I want to try and keep them at a certain level, plus it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to play as well, which is a good thing. I don't want it to be too easy. So if you're wondering why he's already got -10s and stuff like that, that's literally to me to like bring it down. They're not set. I did them as random to try and bring them down to get them down to a set thing. So I don't think, like, you know, I'm cheating. All the minuses I've put in, yes, but the pluses they'll gain with just natural growth and stuff like that. Like, but he will get his +1s added to his physicals, because I'm not going to play him in this like next game basically, and that's what his, like, you know, scenario was. Any more scenarios get them in the comments, guys. That'd be awesome. It really helps me out. Anyway, you're probably wondering where's the poll for the Scouts, because I did say about maybe going for the Scouts. Now there was a couple of people that wanted to go for Wales, so because of that I've decided one of the Scouts is going to Wales. The other one is actually going to the Bahamas. Now the reason that I'm sending the third Scout to the Bahamas is because of someone who commented called, let me get this right, LONGLIVEPATBACK. I take it that's, if you check out his channel, he does similar to what I'm doing right now. He's got the cheat engine, and that's why he pointed out go for the Bahamas, because that was code number 65, so that's what I did. And I think because of the fact that he's pointed it out and helped me out and going for a different country. But don't worry, don't think, oh god, why didn't you pick mine? They're only going out for sort of short periods of time, so you get your chance as well. And it's not like we can bring in a lot of players at the moment anyway, because I've got 33 in the squad. Possibly thinking of maybe upping it to 36. I know the rules said 35, but I'm thinking 36, because then I use a die 12. That's what I'm thinking, you know what I mean? We can have 36 players, like, you know what I mean? Again, I've rabbited on far too long. I keep doing it, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get as much as I can into these early episodes that you guys understand what I'm trying to do. Let's go and play Stevenage. Okay, so here are the two lineups going into the game against Stevenage. We've got Haugen up front, Zaradin's out on the left, we've got Richardson in behind Haugen, we've got Batric out on the right, Arnos, then we've got Carlson. You've probably not seen quite a few of him. I forgot I even had him. As you can see, he's 53 rated, so it's not too bad. Greentree, Johansson, Mpemba and Bernstein, who seem to be our sort of established back four at the moment, and Walton is in goal, which will mean that Danger Gerbil will get to play in the Sheffield United game, because I'm trying to switch the goalkeepers around to try and find which I think is the best goalkeeper at the moment and give them the fair chance. Stevenage, not too bad. They've got some pretty good players in there, all above 60 rated. They've got Cuthbert, who's the captain, who's like the best player, with 68 rated, so he's going to be someone to try and get past, but let's see how we do in our second game in the league. Okay, so they're away, first away game of the new season. What can Dion Dublin's men do with regard to this one? Stevenage lost their first game against AFC Wimbledon, but it was a close one. It was the 3-2 defeat, so should be an interesting game, like I say. Carlson through, Haugen lays it. I was going to say, can he lay this off to Richards? No, to Carlson, I should say. Batrick gone for the far post, not able to get anyone on the end of it. It's going to fall here to Carlson. Fans are getting a bit rowdy. Regards to obviously the home support. Batrick tries to get this to Arnos. Arnos trying to use a bit of strength, not able to hold off the challenge there. Haugen's going to have to definitely improve, because at the moment he's not doing it up front. He really isn't, even though he might have better overall. He's just not performing very well, and that's not a best of rollouts there, and this is a lob. Ooh, Walton rolled it out, but Arnos wasn't on the same wavelength, and they nearly scored from that. Here is Richardson again. Arnos now. Zaradin is wanting that. Oh, he just didn't play the right ball through. I think I had that trouble with him in the last episode, where he hasn't got his long range of passing just yet as Arnos, and it's a shame because Zaradin was through. But here comes Stevenage, and oh, Guthrie quicker to react than what Mpemba was, and Walton, it just shot past him, and that's 1-0 to Stevenage. It was always going to be a struggle, and I think the game against Oldham, it just something, you know, it just fell right, you know, but it's not over yet. Batrick is through here. Green, can he get the right ball through? He can. It's come to Richardson. Well, there we go. Maybe they heard, I'm going to probably be the assistant manager to Dion Dublin. I think that's the best way of doing it. Maybe they heard me and Dion Dublin discussing stuff on the touchline, because Richardson has just got us level. And it's Green that's come on as a sub, who just plays a lovely weighted ball into him. And as we saw in the first episode, Richardson, yeah, he looks a decent player. He was, like I say, he was on the list to, but none of you thought he was player of the episode, which is fine. Right, what are they going to do with it? They're going to dink it, or they're going to have a go? He's going to have a go! Good save from Walton. So, stats-wise, we had more on target. They had more shots overall, and we edged the possession. Looks like Richardson's picked up around the match. We also had a decent game. I suppose you say Arnott did. Green coming on, he had a good game. Well, this is going to be a much sterner test. As you can see, the two lineups here. We've gone with, like it says just above here, like second string. This is like kind of like, you know, a complete second string. I think Mahoney will probably move into the first team, and Haugen will come into the second string, possibly. That's a definite change. But yeah, it's just to give, in these early stages, to give some of these players a chance, and to see which ones we think are going to be the sort of like, you know, the sort of bases of our best 11 and stuff like that, and to give them that chance. But as you can see, yes, Sheffield United obviously a few divisions up, in the fact that I've looked at the side that they're putting out against us. So this is going to be a real tough test of character. Can we do ourselves justice, or are we going to get absolutely annihilated? Let's find out as we travel slightly up north from Cambridge to Sheffield. So just to add to our situation, that the rain is coming down, and I've noticed so far on FIFA, it doesn't tend to make things like zippier across the surface. It tends to like slow the ball up more, which is not how it should be. Up against Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp's been around a while now, and he's a good goal scorer in the lower leagues, and you know, he's a definite championship, you know, striker. He never made. He was. I think he was at Southampton when they were in the Premier League for a brief time, but didn't sort of make it, and then went back to, you know, a club. I think it was Sheffield United, yeah, he seems to do better in the Championship than he does like in the Premier League, but he's still a sharpshooter. No pun intended there. He finds Bellington. Be a bit disappointed that the captain's armband was sort of stripped from him, but I think Dion's had a word with him and explained the situation, that he might retain it and get it back if he can just build up his stamina a bit. Wazzy's having a difficult time here. Playing on the left instead of the right in this one, but it's good that he can play then. And Trevor nearly, if he could have turned a little bit better with it and took it in his stride, but he wasn't able to. A long evening's ride for these Cambridge lads. Good header from Egby, or was it? No, it wasn't. Thought at first it was initially, but he's headed it straight down to Evans, and he has just whacked it right in the top corner. No chance for Gerbil there. Like I say, I thought Egby had done well with the header initially. Gerbil's looking on a bit like, what am I supposed to do? You see it comes in, he gets the header, but he's not headed it away and clear. He's headed it straight to the Sheffield United player, and as you can see here, also not only is Gerbil not going to reach it, but his view is kind of blocked by one of the players that are just in front of him. Here's Sharp. Oh, and they're knocking it about really well on the edge of the box, and there's probably number 2. It is, yeah. Players just aren't quick enough. They're just the brains aren't able to react as quick as what the Sheffield United players are. They're just much more slicker at playing the ball around, and poor Cambridge lads are like looking at each other to say, what's just happened, you know. Poor old Gerbil again. I wasn't putting him in goal to say to him, like, you know, you're a bad goalkeeper. Like I say, if Walton was in goal, he'd be doing exactly the same. Okay. Get challenging. No, not able to. Try another challenge here. Oh, and he's given a penalty. Really? Oh. Alan's like looking as it. Yeah, he's just. The player knew he was coming, and he's just edged into the back of him, and as soon as he felt contact, he's gone down. All right, what can Gerbil do about saving a penalty? He can save a penalty. Oh, wow. Well done. Well done. Good challenge from Ballington and kept it in. Okay, let's play this in now. Mason played the right ball. Trevor, can he get... Oh, he just got... I don't know if he scuffed it or did it hit? I think he scuffed it. He has. I thought... Tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought it hit one of the Sheffield players, but he scuffed his shot. Damn. Dion's probably going to just give him, you know, a confidence boosting pep talk and just say, look, you know, we could be 3, but Gerbil's kept us in it. It's what, you know, you got to try and do. You can't. There's no point in just putting the players down while they're already heads dropped. They know the situation. They know they're up against better players. We've just got to go out there and play to the best of your abilities, and that's what I would say anyway. So we've got Harrison White, Jake Warren and Jordan Wright coming on for Egby, Bellington and Sam Holton, and they're all straight swaps. There's no change of formation. Here's Mahoney. It's not a bad ball. If it was, he can get there, but Baldock has had to force it out for a throw-in. Okay, White now, forward. Mason, one last possible chance to redeem something. No, with a shot like that. Okay. Well, we've had a couple of shots, but they've just been a little bit lacklustre. I mean, we've done alright second half. Not conceded in the second half. It was those initial 2 goals, so yes, we are out, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been 6 or 7, and they managed to compose themselves to come out second half, and they've not conceded anymore. They've managed to shut up shop a little bit, but yeah, definitely a class apart there. Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of shots, like I say, you know, there was a couple in there, like, you know, but it was, yeah, we had more of the possession. They were willing to give us the possession. So yeah, league-wise, not too bad. You know, that's a good start. You got to say we haven't lost anything so far, so it's not too bad a start. It could have been a lot worse. It could be, who are they? Macclesfield, who've lost both of their games. That's probably why CUTZY took over them. But yeah, anyway, yeah, doing all right. Anyway, like I say, let's go take on Tranmere. Right, so here are the 2 lineups. A couple of changes. As you can see, Trevor is going to start this one instead of Haugen. I've just decided, you know, even though he has just played, I think Trevor just feels a little bit better. Brought White in alongside Arnos in the midfield. We got Patrick and Zaradine have switched. I've got them because they can play on both wings, so I just thought Zaradine was a bit quiet in the game against Stevenage, and so was Patrick, to be honest, and I just thought we'll play him different and see if that makes a difference. The back 4 remains the same. Walton's back in goal, Richardson in behind Mahoney. So yeah, as for Tranmere, you can see a few of their players just not fully fit, but obviously they played in the Carabao Cup as well, but they are putting out a much stronger side than what ours is. But it's nothing too dissimilar to the Oldham side, so yeah, we should be all right. I'm hoping that the crowd will get behind us and we can capitalise on the fact that they've got slightly less stamina in some of their players, and let's see how they get on. Akamadu, here's Akamadu again. Stockton, it's a good ball through. Can Bernstein keep up? I don't think he will. Jennings is there. Oh, Bernstein's done well. And that'll go up for a throw-in. Did well, wasn't able to get there initially, but did well to catch up. It's turned inside. It's a good ball. It's going to fall in. Players are trying to react. Well, a little bit unlucky. It's hit the crossbar. It's bounced down. Trying to get the players in front of Cole, but not able to, and he heads it in. The Cambridge fans are not happy with what they're seeing right now. Cut inside, chance here. Oh, yeah, so Cambridge hit the post and it doesn't fall nicely and kindly for us, does it? It's always the way. Okay, we might be able to catch him on the counter-attack here. Richardson now through to Trevor. Can he get Zaradine away? He can. Take it a bit better in your stride, and that would have been... would have had the pace. Can he pull it back to someone? He can. It's Trevor. Oh. They've hit the bar again. Oh my god. That's twice now. It's just not our day. It's just not their day, is it? Cambridge's day. Jesus. You know, do or die at you from these lads, and They're doing the best they can. Jonassen's there. Williams come in to win that. Green Tree's not his best touch, and that's... Ooh, luckily it was a weak shot, and Walton got all behind that. We should not be going in, or Cambridge should not be going in 1-0 down. At least it should be 1-1, at least. How can I do? Oh, it's a good challenge from Jonassen. It's a good ball out here to Patrick. Okay. Can he get the ball through to Richardson? He can, and go one more. Here we go. We got Zaradine. Can he finish it? No, he can't because he've hit the bar again. Oh, God. I mean, at least the good news and the positive news is playing Patrick and Zaradine on the opposite wing seems to be a better option. And Pebber with a good clearance, and Zaradine with a great header, and Trevor is having to hold this up here. Can he get it down the line? That's a superb ball. Zaradine inside. Chance. Richardson. Oh, he was the hero against Stevenage. He's not the hero just yet, but that's another well-worked move. And it's, like I say, it's just not going Cambridge's way in this game. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, and Walton's done well. Clear it. Whoa. As you can see, we did have more shots, but what's letting them down is the fact that only 2 of them were on target, and that's what it comes down to. That is why Tranmere go away with 3 points. Goals are being maybe a bit of a worry. That is maybe a bit of a worry in the fact that they're just not coming at the moment. But we're not getting enough goals, and what we should be getting, and the strikers just aren't fulfilling that. I don't even know if, let me have a look. Have the strikers actually scored any at all? Who's our leading goal scorer? No, Richardson's our leading goal scorer with 3. Trevor has got 1, which was in pre-season. Okay, Haugen has got absolutely nothing, not even an assist. So yeah, Haugen might be overall, he might be better, but he's not good as a player. What we might have to do is look at one of these, maybe other players here, maybe even Richardson, change him up and make him a striker. You know, he finds the back of the net by putting him up to a striker. Will that make his overall drop, or will it improve it? There's a possibility. We might get some goals. We'll see. Anyway, right, it's time for a luck of the dice, isn't it? Right. I have been working, like I say, a little bit differently with regards to this, putting that in, but I've also, as you'll see above me here, fingers crossed this works, I've put a list in of the players, the 33 players, so that you guys are aware of, like, you know, what numbers are going to be coming up, you know what I mean? So that's it. So it's like, obviously, die 6 again to see which group of 11 that we're going to be getting. So it's 5, so it's basically the did you see that 5? You did see that 5. Took it away and not even checking the camera. But yeah, it's 5, so it's the bottom half. So as you can see, like, you know, that colour, you know, there. Right, so it's obviously the players in green. So that's who it's affecting. And so again, it's the die. It's going to be a die 12, and then like number 12 gets null and void. Number 12 is like null and void, so I have to roll it again. Typical. And it's number 8. I don't know if you guys can just about see that. I'll just move it down there, so you can see. Yeah, there we go. Number 8. It is. So as you can see, it's 1, 2. So it's David Clark, who we've just seen come on just then in the like striker position. As you can see, he's a centre forward. So let's see what outcome he gets. It's, what's that? 16. Right, have we had 16 already? That'd be like a bit weird if we already have. Yeah, we have. Okay, what's the odds on that? This is why I need more scenarios, guys. But yeah, he gets the same. So David Clark performs well at his local pub quiz, and he will gain +1 to all of his mental stats. So all his mental stats will go up by a +1 for the next episode, guys. So yeah, like I say, the more chances of like scenarios and stuff coming up will be better than them always getting the same thing every time. Like, you know what I mean? But there you go. That's that one done for this week. Or not for this week, for this episode. get myself sorted. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and stuff like that. I just want to say David Clark, what's his mental stats? Where is he? Let's go all the way down to him. Just see what his mental stats are. Oh, no, that's not right. Mental stats are right now not too bad. He's got a 71 on his aggression, so that'll go up to 72. We've got attack position, composure, interceptions, reactions and vision all increase. So there we go. Thank you very much. Like would be appreciated. I am trying to get things a little bit more smoother, as you can tell, but it will get there as I get more into it and the episodes kick out more. And yeah, and thank you so much for all your feedback. The comments are brilliant, guys. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for watching these silly videos that I do. I'm glad that you do enjoy them. I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter, so you know it doesn't take up a lot of your time, but they seem to be spilling into the right sort of like 30-minute mark and beyond. So I'm apologising for that. Anyway, you take it easy, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.